welcome to Marina's kitchen. Today I'm going to make some jam drops. I have done them before, but it's been a while now. My family just love these jam drops. They keep very well and they are a lovely crunchy biscuit. What I've done here, I have gone ahead and I've creamed 125 gram of butter, okay, and I added a cup of sugar to that. I creamed that all together. And then what I did was vanilla. I put some vanilla in it and I added an egg, and it's all been mixed up together there. And now we're going to put that's how it is, all the beautiful, the butter, the sugar and the egg, okay, it's all mixed up together like that. Now what we've got here is 2.5 cups of plain flour, and I've added 4 teaspoons of baking powder to that, and I've mixed it all up, okay. And these are very nice jam drops because I've got coconut in them and they're lovely and crunchy. So what we add here is a cup of coconut and a 1/4 cup of milk. That's how we're going to put all the dry ingredients in there now. A bit at a time. I'll just put the flour in and the coconut, some coconut. There's a cup of coconut in there, which is lovely. It gives it an extra crunch to the biscuit, that little bit of coconut. It's a lovely soft mixture. It's not a very hard mixture, and it's a beautiful jam drops. They're lovely. My kids love them. So just keep on adding all that to that mixture. There's 2 cups of plain flour and a cup of coconut. And in that plain flour, I've got 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, add that. And now we're going to add my milk. I've got a 1/4 cup of milk here. Just a 1/4 cup of milk, and just put that all together until you have a lovely mixture. I'm just going to put that. It's not a hard. It's just a firm, pretty soft mixture, lovely and soft. Okay, I'll put all of my flour in now there, add a bit at a time, and keep on going. And we're going to dip them in the sugar, and then I'm going to put the jam in the middle of them. They're beautiful. I think I need all this flour. I've got two cups of plain flour and 4 teaspoons of baking powder in there. And just mix that all together. It's nice and firm. Just mix that all together. It's a lovely firm. If you need a little bit more flour, just add a little bit more flour to it, but that's really nice. Just mix it all together. What I'm going to do now is mix it up with my hands. It comes better. Just mix that all up like that. Better you get your hands into it. Nice and mixture, beautiful mixture this is. It's not hard and it's not too soft. It's just a lovely mixture. If you need to have a little bit extra plain flour, just add it to it. A little bit of extra plain flour, okay? And you can just put your hands with some plain flour, not to have it sticking to you. That's it there. Beautiful. That made a lovely mixture, right? Now I've got some plain flour here that I want to add to make my biscuits, and then I'm going to dip them in the sugar, and then we're going to put the jam in the centre of them, okay? So I'm just going to take all that off. I'll just put a little bit more plain flour around it. That's what I need, a little bit of extra plain flour, so you can just see that it's just enough that it doesn't stick to your fingers too much, that's all. You might, and sometimes it's the size of the egg, sometimes you have an extra moisture, and that's all. Just have a little bit of extra flour until you get that lovely texture. You don't want it too soft or too hard, okay? I'm going to make them in little balls. Make them in little balls like that, and you dip them in the sugar and put them on a tray. Just dip your hands in the flour every now and again. Make a little ball like that. You don't want to make them too big because they spread out a bit. Dip them in the sugar and put them on the tray. That's all you have to do. Very simple, very quick. They're a lovely crunchy biscuit. You don't want to make them too big because they do swell a little bit. Just put a bit of flour in your hand when you're doing it. They swell a fair bit, so just put a little bit, okay? Just put it there like that. And just keep on doing the same thing. Put your hands in the flour and it won't be so sticky. Just a little bit, you don't want a lot. Just keep on doing the same thing, and then we'll make a little hole in the middle. I like to have this sugar on top. It gives it a lovely extra flavour to it. You get quite a few out of this batch. Just add like that. Put that there together like that. A lovely soft mixture. You don't want a firm mixture. Okay? You just keep on doing the same thing. It makes quite a few, but they keep very well. You know, I freeze a lot of biscuits and things because I do the cooking, and look, they are wonderful to freeze in a container. Just take them out and you can eat them. They're lovely and crunchy. Now what we'll do is I'm going to with the end of the wooden spoon, dip it in your plain flour. Dip it in your plain flour and make a hole in the middle like that. Just make a hole in the middle with the end of a big wooden spoon. Just make a hole in the middle like that. Dip it in the flour and you can make, okay. Now what you do is you just put a little bit of jam in the middle. A nice little piece of jam in the middle, lovely. I've got some lovely strawberry jam. You can use any jam you want to. I've always used the strawberry jam for these jam drops. I don't know why, but it's just been something that the kids like, maybe. Oops, I dropped a bit. Just put a bit there on the top like that. Look, they'll only get about 180 degrees oven. You know, my oven is a pretty old oven, so the new ovens you might have to make a little bit less temperature. But this here, about 10 to 15 minutes, as soon as they've got a nice colour on top of them, they don't take long to cook. And just do them like that. Keep on doing the same thing with all of them. There you are. You've got these beautiful jam drops. Lovely jam drops. So lovely, and they're crunchy. They got that coconut through them. And this is what they look like when you take them out. They've got that lovely colour. As long as they've got that lovely light brown colour on top of them, they are beautiful. They're a lovely crunchy biscuit, and it keeps very well, okay? And you just keep putting them in the oven like that, 180. 10 to 15 minutes until they got that lovely brown, light brown colour on top. They're okay. It's a lovely crunchy biscuit because it's got the coconut in there, and it keeps very well. My family love them, so I hope you'll enjoy making them, and thank you for watching my video. Have a good day. Bye.